I'm not very comfortable with doing this video. I'm just gonna clarify this right out the gate. I'm not very comfortable with doing this, but don't judge me, okay? I'm doing it. Like, I know nobody's putting me on my free will to do this. I really want to talk about this, but I told you, I don't know. It just feels very wrong to talk about, I don't know, my favorite character in this entire series, okay? So, I don't think I'm gonna explain what Mr. Hopps Playhouse is. There's no goddamn way I'm gonna explain it. It's a horror franchise that should be well known. Like, it has, like, probably 10 million views on the Markiplier video, so it should be, like, very explained at this point. If you don't know that much about the series, just Google it up. I don't care, okay? I'm not gonna explain the series. But when many people say who their favorite character is, there's a couple of, honorable mentions, but most of the people, when they say who their favorite character is, they always say it's Esther. And I can understand why. And this video is dedicated on her because she is also my favorite character in this entire franchise. There's no goddamn way, nobody even comes close to her. Now, there is a reason why I like Esther. First of all, is that she's a very likable character. The main thing when you're looking at a character and if you like them is just that they're likable. There are some characters in this franchise that I just don't really like because they're either just annoying or just terrible people. There's a couple of exceptions, but Esther is none of that. She's a pretty likable character, all things considered. She tries to stay very positive most of the time, from what I can guess in her dialogue in Mr. Hopps Playhouse 2 and even 3. I don't know. I told you, analyzing video game characters is not the best I can really do because, I don't know, I'm just not used to it at this point. I don't know, I just don't really know how to, talk about video game characters, but the other things to her personality is that she is very protective of Ruby. She calls her little gem, which I think that's kind of weird. I'm not gonna say, I don't want any Esther X Ruby people to come, so just shut the fuck up. And second of which, I don't know, her backstory is quite interesting, I guess. I told you, I think Mr. Hopps Playhouse 3 is the weakest game in the series, and I don't know that much about it. I told you, I left the Mr. Hopps Playhouse community years before, maybe before Mr. Hopps Playhouse 3 came out, because I didn't even know the third game came out. That shows how this game is very relevant. And, yeah, I think it's still the worst in the series. It's mostly just for lore and just kind of, it mostly just wrapped up Ruby's story and then we got more on Esther and her parents. And as for her parents, of course, I don't know, but I told you, it's nice to know what actually happened and why she even ended up in the orphanage in the first place. But I told you, I don't really care about her backstory as much as others. It's important to lore and it's important to the universe, but other than that, nothing more. Nothing more about this, okay? There's not that much importance going on in Esther's lore. And, finally, she's just a fucking badass, bro. I mean, have you saw that she could go Super Saiyan in Mr. Hopps Playhouse 3? If she had to fight between, I don't know, if she had to go up with Jeffy from SML, since, he can go Super Saiyan as well, she's definitely winning. There's no competition. Or, I don't know, someone like, I don't know, Goku from Dragon Ball and Luffy for One Piece. She's gonna beat the crap out of them. There's no goddamn way. She's just a fucking badass. But rather than just making this video all copyright infringement, I'm just gonna end it here. I think Esther's one of my favorite characters. But I'm not very comfortable with doing this, so I guess I'll just leave it on to it. And bye-bye, bitches. Bye.